Well, for those of you on PC and with the Premium Deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Sim, there's now an opportunity to fly the Boeing 787-8 in the simulator thanks to a pretty good freeware add-on that's been released within the last few weeks for Microsoft Flight Sim via flightsim.to. In today's video, I'm talking about that and a little bit more Microsoft Flight Sim news, so without further delay, let us get right into it. Okay, so on flightsim.to, there is a trending add-on. The Kuro Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner mod does exactly what it says on the tin. It brings over the Boeing 787-8 into Microsoft Flight Sim. Now, the major limitation here right off the bat is that you, of course, need to be on PC to download a freeware add-on like this, and then the even bigger limitation is the fact you already need to own the 787-10, which is of course the default aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim. That's simply because this aircraft uses the Heavy Division mod as its base for the cockpit and most aspects of the aeroplane, and therefore if you haven't got access to the Premium Deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Sim, then you haven't got access to the Heavy Division mod, and you can see exactly how this becomes a very exclusive mod right there. As annoying as that is, the Heavy Division team themselves are actually working on a Boeing 787 project that should be standalone and available to all PC users as freeware, although Xbox I'm unsure about, but I believe it is their intention to bring their freeware 787 there. But going back to the project, this is only available on PC with those with the Premium Deluxe version and of course the Heavy Division 787XH installed. Well, what do you get? Well, you get the Boeing 787-8 in Microsoft Flight Sim. Of course, being another variant of the 787, there's not too many differences. The main differences, of course, would be that this is the smallest 787 variant. It looks quite short and chubby, in my opinion. It's quite a nice plane, to be fair. The 787-8 comes in at a length of 56.7 metres compared to the length of the 787-10, which is the one we've got in Microsoft Flight Sim, which comes in almost 12 metres longer at 68.3 metres. Hopping into Microsoft Flight Sim with a cleverly made comparison, you can see the 787-10 on the right compared to the 787-8 on the left, and you can see it's a massive difference. Of course, being the same family, most things are carried over, but the differences are noticeable. Compared to the 787-10, the 787-8 has a bit more range, close to 1,000 nautical miles extra in fact. Of course, being a smaller and therefore a lighter aircraft, it can also take off from shorter runways, so it's definitely a more versatile 787, which may attract some of you into going and picking it up for free off the flightsim.to website. Heading into the cockpit, it is virtually the same thing, although Kuro and his development team have made some adjustments inside, which is pretty good, getting rid of unrealistic flap settings that don't exist in the 787-8, sorting out stuff in the FMC to make it reflect what it looks like in the Dash 8 as opposed to the Dash 10, and aerodynamic changes as well. I struggle to land this because I'm used to flying the 787-10. I've been very close to a tail strike on a few occasions now, but yes, definitely feels a bit different to fly. And installs really easy. As I said, you need the 787 XH package by Heavy Division in order to get the best systems and for this aircraft to actually work with Microsoft Flight Sim. But to be fair, it does work seamlessly, quite nicely as well. You get plenty of liveries from American Airlines to United to British Airways to Qatar. You really cannot complain about it in that regard, and from the outside, as you've seen throughout this video, it does look simply fantastic. Still very early days for this project. Version 1 has only been out since January the 18th, 2023, according to the website. And to be fair, I think that's the only time it started popping up on flightsim.to. So it's definitely a work in progress project. But you know, couple it with the 787 mod by Heavy Division, and it does feel quite finished. It does feel quite nice. The only thing I would imagine that needs changing massively is the sound pack. This being a smaller aircraft, it means you're going to be closer to the engines, and although I haven't had the experience in real life to be able to comment on it exactly, I would imagine it sounds a bit different to the 787-10, and from what I've seen, it does use the 787-10 sounds, so I'm sure that's something that can be updated in the future. All in all, it is a very nice mod. At the end of the day, it's somewhat freeware. Of course, you need access to the Premium Deluxe version, so I wish the developer good luck with it. Done a really good job so far. I'm very impressed with it. The sad thing, of course, is that it is inaccessible to a vast array of people, those on Xbox and those without the Premium Deluxe version. Don't worry, as I said, the Heavy Division team are working on a standalone 787, but by the looks of it, that's going to be quite some time into the future. Leave your thoughts on this down below. Now moving over to some news quickly. The PMDG 737-700, the first PMDG 737 released from Microsoft Flight Sim, has finally been released on the Microsoft Flight Sim marketplace, opening up the wonderful 737 to many more people in the simulator. After many delays due to instability on the marketplace, you can now pick up the PMDG 737-700 for around €70 on the marketplace. Now, depending on local currency, it may be cheaper to go off direct off the PMDG website, but of course that's going to be unique to the country you live in. For those of you on Xbox, the 737 by PMDG will be coming your way soon as WASM support drops, which should be around late February, early March time. It's really good to see the PMDG 737 finally arrive on the marketplace. And finally, Pilot Plus have released Swansea Airport for Microsoft Flight Sim. This is for both PC and Xbox. Although I do believe it's been submitted to the marketplace for both PC and Xbox, so there may be a bit of a waiting time there, but if not, you can pick it up off Orbex Direct right now for around 19 Australian dollars, which is of course Orbex Direct's native currency. Uber realistic as always, you'd expect that from Pilot Plus. I will be reviewing, or at least showcasing, this product very soon. It does look very nice. On that note, there's all your Microsoft Flight Sim news for you all today, and a quick look at the Kuro Boeing 787-8. Leave your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. It means a lot. Your support is always very much appreciated. I'll see you around. Bye bye.